Candice Millard, River of the Gods, Genius, Courage and Betrayal in the Search for the Source of the Nile. Embark on a thrilling adventure with River of the Gods, Genius, Courage, and Betrayal in the Search for the Source of the Nile by Candice Millard. Dive deep into the world of 19th-century exploration and rivalry as two intrepid explorers, Richard Burton and John Speke, set out to unravel the mystery of the Nile's origins. Witness their hardships, failures, and perseverance as they traverse treacherous terrain, all while overcoming disease, cultural clashes, and personal animosity. In their quest to solve one of history's most captivating geographical enigmas, they face insurmountable odds and must summon every ounce of genius, courage, and determination.
Unraveling Ancient Mysteries. Discover how the deciphering of hieroglyphs and the search for the source of the Nile captivated Europeans in the 19th century. It's 1801, and Napoleon invades Egypt. Alongside soldiers, he brings a team of French scientists who study, excavate, and steal the country's ancient artifacts. Figuring out the cryptic hieroglyphs becomes the biggest challenge for Egyptologists. The discovery of the Rosetta Stone, with its identical text in 3 scripts, finally unlocks the puzzle. Despite deciphering the hieroglyphs, the source of the Nile remains a mystery. Ancient writers like Herodotus speculated about its origin, while a Greek trader claimed it originated in the mountains of the moon. And many others, including 2 Roman emperors, tried and failed to find it. It's the biggest geographical question of the age, and the Europeans are determined to solve it. They already know about the White and Blue Nile, and a Scottish explorer has found the source of the latter. But the White Nile remains elusive, with the Sud Swamp blocking any boats from sailing upstream. The Royal Geographical Society, founded in London in 1830, realizes that someone needs to trek overland from East Africa. Richard Burton is the adventurer they choose for the task. He faces hundreds of miles of harsh and unforgiving territory, along with deadly animals, disease, and potentially hostile communities. He must be skilled in cartography, botany, ethnology, and the intricacies of East African languages and cultural customs. Unraveling Ancient Mysteries has captivated Europeans in the 19th century. From the deciphering of hieroglyphs to the search for the source of the Nile, the fascination with these puzzles has driven explorers to embark on incredible journeys to uncover the truth. The life and adventures of a linguistic enigma. Richard Burton was a cosmopolitan outsider who mastered multiple languages and excelled in every field he set his mind to. He proposed one of history's greatest expeditions, to find the source of the Nile, and chose John Speke as his second-in-command. Despite their differences, the complicated relationship between these 2 men drives the story forward. Journey to the Heart of Africa. Burton and Speke hire a small army of skilled locals to journey into the interior of Africa in search of the source of the Nile. They face the challenge of paying their hired help with currency that's useful only near the coast, as well as the daunting task of carrying the gear and animals needed for the trip. Just when they're ready to embark on their quest, the camp is attacked by Somali warriors, leaving Burton and Speke injured and their dream of discovering the source of the Nile shattered. The Haunted Expedition. 2 British explorers, Speke and Burton, reluctantly partner for another dangerous mission to find the source of the White Nile after a failed expedition. Speke harbors resentment towards Burton for questioning his courage and masculinity and for giving their collected specimens to the government. Despite his desire for revenge, Speke joins Burton's expedition as it offers his only chance of returning to East Africa. The Royal Geographical Society still believes Burton is the best leader, but Speke disagrees and thinks he should lead. The 2 land on Zanzibar to commence their journey and search for the source of the White Nile in the Great Lakes region. The Perils of a Mysterious Expedition. Burton and Speke's expedition to find Lake Tanganyika and uncover the source of the Nile River is plagued with danger, dwindling supplies, starvation, sickness, and setbacks. Despite facing deadly animals, hostile communities, and treacherous terrain, they persist on their journey, but the expedition ultimately ends in failure and devastation. The Nile source unveiled. After Burton and Speke's explorations, tension builds between the two as they argue over who discovered the Nile source. Speke manages to secure leadership of the next expedition and ultimately proves the Nile's principal source to be Lake Victoria. However, his book is poorly written and criticized for its inaccuracies. In 1864, a debate between Burton and Speke is set to take place, but the day before the event, Speke dies from a gunshot wound. Many believe it was suicide. The European search for the Nile's source had taken numerous lives, and Speke's might have been the last.
In A River of the Gods, Candice Millard masterfully recounts the trials and tribulations of Burton and Speke's tumultuous journey. Their race to solve the riddle of the Nile's source reveals not only exhilarating landscapes and cultures but also the darker sides of ambition, betrayal, and obsession. The story, traced with vivid prose and keen historical insight, encapsulates the essence of humanity's drive for discovery and the inevitable price it can exact. In the end, Millard lays before us a powerful testament to the indomitable spirit of exploration and the sacrifices made by those who dared to venture where few had dared before.